Hello guys, this is Abhishek Panjani. Welcome to my YouTube channel. So in this video, we are going to discuss about how COVID-19 have affected the situation of internships and placements and how you can prepare for the same. So we are going to discuss about some opportunities that are there in the field of internships and placements and how you can prepare yourself and equip yourself with the best of the skills in these situations in order to get a good internship and a good job in future. So before we begin with the video, I will request you to kindly subscribe to my channel. So the first step is uplifting your skills. So many people have lost their internships and placements and the jobs are suffering a lot in the current situation. So in order to get a job, you must be at the best of your skills in the current situations. So what I would advise you to do is make best use of the time that is available in order to uplift your skills. So what are the different skills that are important if you are appearing for an interview of a tech company? So the first most important skill is the data structures and algorithms. So if you are in your first year or second year, or if you are new to data structures and algorithms, you can refer to sites like Geeks for Geeks. It is an excellent resource which you can refer, and it offers some of the most useful tutorials which you can study and learn data structures and algorithms for free. Other than this, if you are an intermediate level coder and you are well equipped with some of the basic data structures, then what I would advise you to do is participate in as many contests as possible on CodeChef as well as Codeforces. So in these situations, you will find multiple contests that are being hosted on these sites. So don't miss a single contest and participate in as many contests as possible. Many people, what I have seen is they lose hope with the competitive programming. They are like they are not able to improve for a year or two. So they actually leave competitive programming. So what I would like to advise you is competitive programming is a journey and you must try to continue doing competitive programming. The more you practice, the better you become. If you ask me what a good competitive programmer really is, and if you give me two rating curves, one which is steep high and other which is full of zigzags and ups and downs, so I will prefer the second curve because this shows that the person was consistent in competitive programming. He was ready to face all the ups and downs and he was ready to improve. So consistency is the key for competitive programming. So what I would advise is never lose hope with the competitive programming. Another thing that you can do if you have the upcoming interviews, so you can refer to sites like Geeks for Geeks and LeetCode and practice some of the questions and contests that are held on these sites in order to prepare for your upcoming interviews. I have made multiple videos discussing about some of the important resources that you can refer in order to prepare. So you can follow those videos and prepare well for your upcoming interviews. So if you are in your first year and you have lots of time to explore, what I would suggest you to do is try some development stuff and try building some good projects for future. So project is something which highlights your resume. So try getting a hold of some technology and some development stuff and try building some good projects. React.js is one of the language that you can study because it is very commonly used in most of the companies these days. So it is a good language to start off with. So if you are well equipped with basics of web development like HTML, CSS and JavaScript, then what I would advise you to do is React.js. So while I was studying React.js these days, I found this amazing resource that you can refer. So it is a 5-hour video content from FreeCodeCamp which you can refer in order to study React.js from basics. So I have attached the link to this video in the description section and you can refer to this video in order to prepare yourself with React.js. So after you are completed with the basics of this language, what you can do is you can build some good projects and add them to your resume, which will certainly help you in future. So the next important thing if you have your upcoming interviews is computer science fundamentals, and I have made multiple videos discussing about the resources that you can refer in order to study for the computer science fundamentals. So whenever you have some free time, you can just go through these subjects and grab some theoretical knowledge about these computer science fundamentals. Now let's discuss about some of the opportunities. So in these situations when many companies are firing and are going for pay cuts, you must be aware about the companies that are actually hiring, and you must be aware about the opportunities that are there in the market. So this will help you grab a good internship and good placement in future. So companies like Amazon, DE Shop, Shopee, and Coordination are some of the few companies that are actively hiring in these situations. So this is an amazing opportunity that you can go through. So whenever you find an opening from these companies, never ever miss these openings and try to grab this opportunity. So in order to get a good off-campus internship and placements, what you can do is, the most important thing is to be aware. So be active on sites like HackerEarth, which host multiple hiring challenges for which you actually do not require any referrals. The second thing you can do is to be active on LinkedIn in order to be aware about the opportunities that are there and the companies that are actually hiring in the current situations. So whenever you find an opening for a company on LinkedIn, drop a LinkedIn message to few people who are actually working at that company and try to get yourself referred. In the current situations, you cannot afford to miss any opportunity. So if you are able to grab any opportunity, never ever waste it. Try to be at best of your skills and grab each and every opportunity that is available to you. The next thing and the most important thing I would like to discuss in this video is about the online interviews. So in the current situations, the chances of an offline interview or a face-to-face interview is very rare, and most of the companies will be going online in order to conduct the interview and hiring processes. So the online interview is little bit different from the offline interview, and you must be aware about the difference between the online interview and the offline interview. So I am going to tell you about some basic things that differ when you are going for an online interview and when you are going for an offline interview. So online interview is conducted with the help of a video call or a video chat on sites like Zoom, Google Meet or Skype. And if we talk about the problem solving part, then most of the companies make use of Google Docs in order to conduct the coding interviews. So you are given with a question on Google Docs and you are supposed to write the working solution or the code on the Google Docs itself. So Google Docs do not have the features like code autocomplete. So many people, when they write their first code on Google Docs, they actually face certain issues. So I would advise you to practice writing codes on Google Docs because this will be super useful, as most of the companies actually use Google Docs in order to conduct the interviews. Another important difference between the offline interview and the online interview is that you are supposed to write a very clean code and modular code when you are writing a code on Google Docs. Because if you are writing a code on pen and paper and the interviewer is in front of you, then you can simply explain your logic and your code even if it is not written in a neat and clean manner. But if you are going for an online interview, then the process of explaining the code and the logic, if the code is not clean and modular, becomes very difficult. So make use of classes, make use of functions, and try to make use of meaningful variable names when you are writing a code on Google Docs. The next thing is, when you are going for a face-to-face interview, then explaining things is little bit easier. You can make use of pen and paper in order to dry run a case, but now in an online interview, this becomes little bit difficult. So you have to dry run your code and explain your code without making use of pen and paper. And the only resource that you have is Google Docs. You must try to make sure that your logic is very clear to the interviewer. So you must make use of as many examples as possible and try to explain your logic in the simplest terms to the interviewer so that the interviewer is able to get the hold of your logic. Another important thing if you are going for an online interview is that you must have a stable internet connection. So if the internet connection is continuously fluctuating, then it actually distracts you. So while thinking about the solution and the logic to the problem, if you are concerned with the internet issues, then it will only affect your thinking ability and problem solving skills. So try to have a good internet connection before your interview. Also, you must try to avoid any sort of disturbance around you in the interview duration. This will only help you think about the problem and solve the problem easily. Also, don't forget to keep a pen and paper with you before the interview. So there might be scenarios when you are given with a mathematical problem or you require pen and paper in order to do some calculations or think about the logic. So in that scenario, you cannot type everything on Google Docs and you need a pen and paper for brainstorming yourself about the logic. So in such a scenario, if you get up between the interview in order to get a pen and paper, it does not look good. So be prepared with the pen and paper with you before the interview itself. So the last and the most important thing that I would like to discuss is that never ever demotivate yourself. In these situations, I know that people are actually getting depressed and people are sad being stuck at home. But what I would advise you to do is keep your mind calm and occupied. Try to make use of this time in order to uplift your skills rather than increasing your tension. So spend as much time as possible with your family, with your friends. So I think that's all for this video, and I hope I am able to give certain small tips that you can follow in order to make the best use of the lockdown and the COVID situations and get a good internship and a good job. So if you have any doubts regarding any of the things that I have discussed in this video, you can drop a comment in the comment section or message me directly on LinkedIn. All the resources that are discussed in this video are added to the description section and you can refer to them. And one last request, stay calm, stay safe and keep coding. Thanks a lot. Bye bye.